Hey folks, and welcome to this series where I talk about my entire Blu-ray collection. Now, I did film my 4Ks and I filmed them a little while ago, so there has been some changes to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new video. I'm going to add in my 4Ks to my complete Blu-ray collection, because technically they are Blu-rays, they're just better versions of Blu-rays, aren't they? And, well, there's debate about that, but you know what I mean. And I've also got some steelbooks, which I'll show you. Some are 4K steelbooks, some are just regular Blu-ray steelbooks. So I'm going to make this all into one video, and we'll add this to the Blu-ray collection part 11. So here we go. Venom. My dog chewed the slip, unfortunately. Never mind. Venom. I actually went and seen this in the cinema. I thought it was an okay movie. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was great. What I did notice though is that the plot's the same as Brain Damaged from Arrow. Have a think about that. If you've seen Brain Damaged, what do you think? And if you've not, watch it. Obviously it's your choice, but there you go. I picked this one up in the charity shop, as you can see, The Amazing Spider-Man on 4K, and I haven't watched it yet, but I have seen the movie. I'll be honest, I think Tobey Maguire's better. My daughter thinks Tom Holland's better, but I personally think Tobey Maguire's the best Spider-Man. And I certainly think Kirsten Dunst's the best. What's her name in it? MJ. Yeah, I think Kirsten Dunst's the best MJ. That's for sure. There we go. So that's good. So I picked that one up, and you know what? I probably wouldn't have bought that in 4K, but £2 in the charity shop. Oh, here we go. The Shallows. Still haven't watched this yet, but if you've seen my videos, I'll link it down below. This 4K again, I bought for £2, and I got it in Poundland. So I'll put the link in the video in the description below, so you can see me finding that, and my delight, shall we say, finding a 4K in Poundland for £2. But I still haven't watched it yet. I did have the Blu-ray, but I traded that in and just kept the 4K. What else have we got here? Oh yeah, picked this up for $5.99, I think. The 2-movie collection, Jurassic World, The Fallen Kingdom, and Jurassic World. There we go. It says the digitals in there, but I can't remember. But there you go. Jurassic World's a decent movie. Fallen Kingdom, I have watched it. And, well, I say I've watched it, I turned it off halfway through. So, I'll get another chance. Rampage. I have watched this movie, and it's a good action movie with a rock and a big giant ape. My daughter watched that and she found it amazing. She really enjoyed it. Atomic Blonde. Still haven't watched this yet, but I picked up the 4K Steelbook for, I think it was a steal, £7 or £8. And I thought, well, why not for £7 or £8? I will get round to it. Pet Sematary, the original, on 4K. And it's upside down in the box. I don't know why they've done this, but it falls out of the bottom. That's why I was like, I took it off the shelf and it nearly fell out. I need to do something about that. But the original with Tasha Yar, what's her name? I can't remember out of the original. I thought this was creepy, really creepy. I've got the new one. I haven't seen the new one yet, but certainly enjoyed this movie. Oh, what else have we got? Oh, this brings back some memories. My Avengers Infinity War Steelbook, which has still got a dent in it. Still got. No, I'm not. Listen, out of all the Avengers movies, I think this is the best one. I'm not going to talk about my dented Steelbook anymore. No. Again, I'm going to put the link in the description in my video about that. I still can't believe that. That's upsetting me right now. Oh dear. I know you can say it's only a Steelbook, but oh dear. Right, I need to get my train of thought back. I need to take a minute to calm down. So I'm just going to take a cup of tea. Drinking my cup of tea here, which I'm keeping myself going with. Didn't have any juice, so I made tea. Or shall I say my daughter made me tea. Oh. Going through the movie collection is thirsty work, I can tell you. Oh, here we go. Ghostbusters 2. Not as good as the first. Need you say more about that? Yeah, I actually still like it. I watch it with the Statue of Liberty and everything like that moving. I think it's a decent sequel. It's just not as good as the first one. Oh, here we go. Spider-Man Homecoming. Decent movie. Tom Holland. He's alright. Maybe because I'm older and he's too much of a kid in this one. But that's what he's supposed to be in the comic books. Prefer Tobey Maguire, as I mentioned already. Oh, here we go. Jumanji, the original with Robin Williams. Welcome to Jumanji. This is good. Now, this might be controversial. This is a good movie. I'm not saying anything about it, but I actually prefer the next one with The Rock. I'm not seeing the next level yet, but I actually prefer the one to The Rock. Or to at the moment I do. That's what I can say. Black Hawk Down. Picked that up on Zoom, and I really want to watch this on 4K, and that's why I bought it. It includes the theatrical and extended versions of the film, which I've not seen. I haven't watched it yet, and I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you why. These movies I've got on 4K, I use an Xbox One S to play it in a 40-inch TV. Now, all these 4Ks look great on the TV, and no denying it. But the difference from Blu-ray on the 40-inch TV, I don't think is a massive difference. But that's why I get the 4Ks only if they're cheap, or if I really want and I know I'm going to watch the film in the future. Because what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to buy a Samsung 55-inch QLED, and the truth is, I want to save that till I've got the QLED, and I want to watch the experience on that for the first time. And that's why I've not watched some of these, but sometimes I just can't wait and I want to watch them. So there you go. Bridge Over the River Kwai, classic. Another movie I'm going to watch over and over again. Alec Guinness, William Holden, great movie. There we go. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. I had this on Blu-ray, I had it on Steelbook, and I got rid of them, traded them into CX, and picked this up for $5.99. And this is a great movie. I really like it. I must have watched it 5 or 6 times already. Other people's opinions are other people's opinions, but I like this movie. Again, Bumblebee. I have watched this on Blu-ray, but I haven't watched it in 4K yet. Sorry for the similar reason of the Black Hawk Down, but I know I've got it, and when I get my TV, it'll be right there. Maybe if I'd not got all these, I could have got the TV. There you go. But I didn't buy them all at once, and they're all over various paydays and stuff like that. So, you know, picked this up on a Facebook Market trade, and I think I got it for £6, and that's 4K of Star Trek Beyond. Not my favourite Star Trek movie of the new franchise, but it's alright. Picked up Dark Crystal on 4K. Now, the Dark Crystal on 4K, I had bought this from Zoom already. Not from Zoom already, from Zoom. It was Zoom, and I didn't have a slip with it. And this one, I don't know why, I just really wanted a slip for it. So it came out on HMV with a slip for £10. So I bought it, and I traded the other one in. I still traded the other one without a slip into CX and got my £10 back. But great movie. Jim Henson's perfect work in the 80s and 90s. Really good. Bram Stoker's Dracula with a slip. Picked up in HMV when they were doing 4Ks for £10 with purchase. And I haven't watched it yet, but I have watched the movie. Keanu Reeves plays a great part, so does Gary Oldman. Really nice, really good movie. So again, that'll be ready for that. I will watch some of the movies on 4K, and I will do that, but some of them are just like Black Hawk Down, I'm just saving. Ghostbusters original, I have watched this on 4K. Great movie and decent picture. Labyrinth. Another one I really wanted to slip for, and so again, some nice puppet work in it. Is it Jim Henson in this as well? It is. So that to go with the Dark Crystal. Excellent. As you can see, Han Solo, I picked this up on $9.99 with any purchase at HMV, and I have only watched it halfway through. I haven't watched the full movie yet. I don't know why I turned it off. I think it was because I was tired. But I have watched that. I have watched half of that one, and it gets a lot of hate I've heard, but it wasn't that memorable the first half. I was really tired when I was watching it. Ready Player One. I've watched this 5 or 6 times again. I don't care what anyone's opinion is on it. I really enjoy it, and my son really enjoys it. And maybe I'm just a big blockbuster action movie fan, and that's what that is. It's like the Matrix, but not the Matrix. But well, what you mean? It's a virtual world, but no, they're in a virtual world, but connected to real life enemies. It's not like the Matrix at all. Everest picked that up at a deal on Wow, was it Wow or something, or Hot Deals, and it was $4.99, so I took it. Okay, movie. It's not great. It's got Jake Gyllenhaal in it. My daughter likes Jake Gyllenhaal, I think. Fantastic Beasts, and Where to Find Them in 4K. I picked that up because it was £5 or £6 on that, and that's one thing I really want to get on 4K, is all the Harry Potters. So I've started off with Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them and another one, so delighted to get that in 4K. For 4K, I didn't have that on Blu-ray. Well, that's not strictly true. You can watch part 12 of the video and you'll see what I mean. The Greatest Showman, had to get that on 4K. Had it on Blu-ray, but what a movie that is. I've seen it in the cinema, got free tickets from Sky to go and see a preview, and I was like, okay, I'll take my daughter. It's free, we're just going to look. And you know what? It was an absolutely great movie, and we watched it several times since. So that's one. When we're going to watch movies over and over again, you may as well get it in the best quality possible. What have we got next? Oh, Passengers limited edition. When I've got Passengers on 3D and I had the Blu-ray, but when I seen this for $6.99 in HMV, still I haven't opened it yet, but it's a great movie. And just to talk about that, everyone's got again, this is what I'm talking about. The opinions on this one are that Chris Hemsworth manipulated her and woke her up and took advantage of her and things like that. No, it's a movie, it's a story. If he doesn't wake her up, there's no movie. If he doesn't lie to her, there's no movie. Is it wrong? Probably. But it's the way things happen. Life's sometimes wrong. Life sometimes happens. And that's the way it is. And that's got a lot of backlash, that movie, but I really enjoy it. I think it's a good story. And if you were Chris Hemsworth, would you not wake her up? Think about that one. Sing, picked up for £6. Haven't watched it yet, but we did watch Secret Life of Pets, and this was recommended on it. And when I seen it in 4K for £6, I thought, why not? Godzilla King of the Monsters. Again, I've watched this halfway through, but haven't seen the second half of it. I don't know, I think I'll be a little bit bored of that one, but I turned it off. Shouldn't do that. I should just watch the movie the whole way through. And I picked that up in CEX on one of my vouchers. I paid £15 for the voucher, but as you know, when I trade in at CEX, it probably only cost me half that. Same for It Chapter 2. I've watched this halfway through, I haven't got to the end yet. Again, CEX voucher, 18 it was. It Chapter 1's great. There is a scene in It Chapter 2, if you've not seen it, and where I did get to, and Pennywise is in a wee corner and he's going to this wee girl, please come here, please be my friend, please come here. And she goes, no, you're a stranger, or something like that. And she goes close and he just bites her head right off. I don't know why I find that funny, but it's just but I do find it funny. Avengers Age of Ultron, I picked that up in 4K for £12, and I picked that up from the last video rental store, and that was a week after this came out, so for £12 I thought, good deal. That's probably my least favourite Avengers movie. Kong Skull Island, decent movie, good in HDR. I do like it. Ant-Man vs. the Wasp in 4K. picked it up because it was $9.99 with HMV purchases. And see, when I was doing this, I was probably only buying one movie a week, and that's it. And when I went in, they said you don't need to buy any purchase; you can just have it for $9.99 if you want. I was like, good. They've done that for a lot of them, to be fair. And I haven't watched the second one yet, which is really surprising for me because I really enjoyed the first Ant-Man. I really did. I think that's out of all the Marvel movies, that's probably the most underrated one for me. Well, the one I enjoy the most. I also enjoy Doctor Strange. That's a really good movie. Die Hard, classic in 4K. Have to own it. $9.99. HMV. Independence Day. Great movie. How can you not have that on Blu-ray? No Blu-ray, 4K. And I have watched it on 4K, that one. It's got including the extended cut. I prefer the extended cut with additional scenes in it. Ghostbusters, Answer the Call. I picked that up for £6, and this movie isn't as bad as everyone says. You have to take it in its context. If you didn't consider the first two films, you just consider it a sort of reboot. I don't think it was terrible. I think it was okay. And with the 4K, you can actually see the stream sort of coming out the black lines on the TV, and that led me to buy the 3D because I've not got a 3D TV, but imagine the 3D spectacular. So I've got this in 3D and in 4K, and I have watched that on 4K, and it looks really good. Deepwater Horizon. I like Mark Wahlberg, and I like him in certain films. And this one, I was saying when I got it, I've watched over and over and over again, so why not own it in 4K? Good movie. I say I'm not going to say too much about them because otherwise we'll be here all day. And I'm just going to take a wee second. There we go. So Saving Private Ryan. Picked that up. And I do want to watch it, but again, I'm sort of saving it for the QLED. Not that I can't watch it on QLED, but I'm just sort of like, on the regular, I'm just like really wanting the experience. Dunkirk, picked that up for £6. It's okay, maybe. It's good. It's good. I just think it's got as much action as most war movies. Hacksaw Ridge, amazing film, amazing. And I would say this is probably as good as Private Ryan. Saving Private Ryan, and I have watched this in 4K, and it's amazing. What a film that is with Andrew Garfield. So plays a much better role in this than he does in Spider-Man, that's for sure. The Revenant. When I first got 4K, they said that this would be a reference quality disc, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't watched it yet. There we go. E.T. in 4K. Why wouldn't you? Haven't watched it yet on 4K, but I will do. Planet Earth 2. Picked that up in the charity shop, and I paid $7.99 for it, and it was a good deal at the time. I don't know about now. There you go. Deadpool in 4K. Haven't watched it. I haven't even got the second one yet. John Wick. Want to get John Wick 2 on 4K. Really do. As you can see, it's got a little bit of tatty slip on it, but there you go. But that's a great action movie. Oh, and look, to follow it up, imagine watching John Wick and then watching this. Mission Impossible Fallout. There you go. Ghost in the Shell in 4K. I got it for £8, I think. Great movie. Well, I've not seen the anime, and people compare it to the anime. I thought it was a good story, and it looks great in 4K. Alien. This brings back some bad memories. That's when my TV broke down when I started to watch that, and I never got back to it. There you go. Snow White and the Huntsman. Decent movie. You seen me pick that up the other day. Oh, we're going on to Steelbooks here. So I don't think some of these might be 4K Steelbooks. Some of these might be not 4K Steelbooks, I'll tell you what. Picked that up in HMV for $11 a long time ago. Kingsman the Golden Circle, not as good as the first, still an okay movie. But in Steelbook for £11 at HMV, that was a good deal. The Road is a post-apocalyptic film, and it's a good film, but don't watch it when you're depressed. That's what I would say. And I picked that up in Steelbook in the charity shop. I think I paid 25p for that. Delighted with that. Won this from Eastwood for Life, and it's still sealed, and that's Luke Cage the first season, because I have watched it on streaming, and it got cancelled, didn't it? And I'm like, I want to watch something that's been cancelled. I was just like, I did want to watch this. I thought this was going to be a good show, and then they cancelled it. Someone sent me this, but I can't remember who. It might have been Pete. Anchorman. I haven't watched it yet. Public Enemies Steelbook Edition. Okay, movie. Got that at Poundland. Haven't watched the Steelbook version yet. I'd imagine it's the same as the regular version, to be fair. I picked up Brady the Reanimator in the Arrow collection, and I was like, and I got a Steelbook, but I thought, I really need to get Reanimator first and watch that before I watch Brady the Animator. So I found that on Steelbook. It's not a Arrow Steelbook though. I think it must be Second Sight. Somebody else has got the rights to Reanimator. So Death is Only the Beginning, it says. Cult one that, I think. I've not watched it yet. The Guest. I have watched that. Creepy film. Oh, we're going on to some more Steelbooks. Super 8. J.J. Abrams. Good. This is like an E.T. sci-fi, but you don't really see the future. Good movie. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 Steelbook. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I enjoyed that. But I enjoyed the first one better. I haven't watched this yet, but when it was in CX, and I watched the first series of the new one with Anthony Hopkins, and that is Westworld. This was Yul Brynner. So this was in CX for £10 one day, and I thought, got to pick that up before it disappears. Westworld. And picked this up off Zavi a little while ago, and it is The Colour of Money Blu-ray on Steelbook. Really, really enjoy this movie. It's another good Tom Cruise movie, especially with Paul Newman in it. Great movie. Need to rewatch that soon. Some more. Took a wee tea break there. This is getting a quite, I wouldn't say draining video, but it was certainly long. I didn't realise I had so many 4Ks, to be honest with you. King Kong picked up for £6. I thought, why not? Jack Black. There's another one of the Avengers ones. Avengers Assemble. Decent movie. Prefer it to Ultron. Again, I picked that up for £12. Enjoy this movie. Watch it over and over again. Tom Hanks, Kevin Bacon, Bill Paxton. I especially enjoy the science bit where he's trying to do microvolts and things like that to try and get them back down to Earth. Imagine trying to get people to space that we attend to the computer power of a modern phone. Blade Runner 2049, great follow-up. Also looks great on 4K, that really does. Also picked up this movie, and this is Da Vinci Code in 4K, and the reason I picked that was because this one I'll watch over and over again. I like these things. It's sort of like a national treasure thing, where like a holy thing. I like sort of history treasure movies, and that's one of them. Could it be true? And the follow-up, Angels and Demons, I think that's pretty good as well. So I picked that up on 4K. I got them off eBay for £6 each, so that's a decent deal. I haven't watched Inferno all the way through, but that's on 4K on eBay for £6, and I was like, okay, I'm going to complete the set, but I can wait. It's not going anywhere, so I've just waited. £5.50 for Power Rangers on 4K. Great movie. Elizabeth Banks is Rita Repulsor, and Goldar, and I say the Power Ranger Billy, my favourite. This was my first 4K, and this is why I really wanted to get a 4K TV and a 4K player. Disappointed is what I would say. Very disappointed. But somebody pointed out the Blu-ray disc in this is actually really, really good, and it is. And the 4K and the Blu-ray disc is really good, but you don't just want to buy it for the Blu-ray. If I were you, I wouldn't buy that one. Got the Arrow release of the Ulysses cut and everything like that of Waterworld, but I picked up the 4K. I enjoy this movie. Kevin Costner, big fan. This got a slate in when it came out, and I don't think it's a terrible movie. I think it's decent. Black Panther. Watch this. This looks great on 4K, and everyone says it's not the greatest movie either, but I enjoy it. Skyscraper. Started watching it, never got through it. They say it's about Die Hard, but it's not. It's not Die Hard, and it's no Tower of Inferno. I will rewatch it. Joker in 4K. Picked that up. It was £20. Now, I haven't watched this in 4K either, and the reason I've not watched it in 4K either is I think you have to be in the mood for this to really, have a good couple of hours to sit and watch it, and I've just not had that yet, and I really want to do that, so I'm saving it for then. Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grimswald. Let's just start again. Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Griswold. Again, I've watched this halfway through and I didn't get to the end. You really need to stop doing that. The Matrix in 4K. Are we in the Matrix right now? What more can be said about this movie that's not already been said? What a movie. Fast and Furious 8. Picked that up because my wife likes it. I haven't watched it myself. Wonder Woman in 4K. Decent movie, I enjoy it. I'm really looking forward to Wonder Woman 1984. I hope it's in the same style they do Bumblebee, like it's actually 1984 stylized. The Meg, decent movie, seen it in the cinema, picked up in 4K. Jason Statham and the Sharks. Now, people said that this book was a lot more serious and they could have made a really good, like suspenseful, really action. This is more about just biting and fun, which is not too bad. Patriots Day. Picked it up because it was cheap on eBay, and I like Mark Wahlberg. I like this. I've watched this film a couple of times. I probably will rewatch it. Predator 1, 2, and 3 movie box set all in 4K. All in 4K. Picked that up for £20 some time ago, and I thought that was a good deal. That was a good deal. So well, yeah, great movie. Predator's classic. Predator 2, good. Third one, it's in there. That's what I say. It's in the box. Another great trilogy to own on 4K. I think they misprinted my box a wee bit though. Look, doesn't really matter. But Rise of the Planet Apes, Dawn of the Planet Apes, and War of the Planet Apes. Another great trilogy in 4K. I paid £18 for that. And X-Men 3 film collection. I enjoy these movies. People say The Last Stand is not as good, but I like it. And again, I picked this up for £18 or £22 from CX. It was one of the vouchers, so that's why I got it. And I thought, why not? If you're gonna watch them again, why not upgrade them to 4K? This set I picked up for $17.99, or it might be $19.99. I thought, wow, that's a great deal. And I picked it up about 6 months ago, or maybe a year ago. You know what? I can't remember. But the reason I got it really is because I liked The Martian. It's a great film, and I wanted to see the extended cut, which I've still not seen yet. It is on Netflix, but I was refused. I've got the 4K there. Prometheus, great movie. Well, great viewing. It's not great. What I mean is, it's great visuals, but it's not a great movie. Assassin's Creed, haven't watched it, and why not get the first Kingsman in the same box for £19.99? £5 or £4 a 4K movie. Can never get that. Oh, my last pile here. And these probably mean the most to me. I thought they are movies that I'll watch over and over again. A lot of them are still sealed, and the reason they're still sealed is that I have got them on other regular, and I don't want to open the Steelbooks. Some of them I have, some of them I'm not, and I'll show you. So let's start. So I've got the 50th anniversary editions Steelbooks of Star Trek, and I've got them all apart from Wrath of Khan. Wrath of Khan is really hard to get, so I've just got the regular release there. Star Trek the Motion Picture. What do I think of the movie? I don't like it. I think it tries to do a different style for Star Trek, tries to come up with some different ideas, and it doesn't work. But it starts you off into the Star Trek movie franchise, which I'll always be grateful to it for that. I always watched it and I was like, V'ger, this is just not right. Star Trek 2, the only one I've not got in Steelbook, the Wrath of Khan. Oh, the doorbell went there, so I wasn't quite sure when I was finishing about the Wrath of Khan. What a movie that is. That scared me as a kid, that thing going in his ear and Khan in his chest. Great movie. I think Leonard Nimoy was going to get killed off and then changed his mind because it was such a good movie. Absolutely great. I had this on tape as a kid when I was like 8, like a cassette tape and like a storybook. I hadn't actually seen it, and I had that, and that scared me. Then I watched it on TV, and it scared me even more. But what a movie that is! Wrath of Khan 2 is my favourite. Is it my favourite? Well, what I might do is I might do another video later on of what I think my best Star Trek movies are. But Star Trek 3, Search for Spock, good follow up to Wrath of Khan, good continuation, and the Enterprise gets destroyed. Star Trek The Voyage Home. This is more a comedy one, sort of, not comedy, but it's more a light-hearted Star Trek movie. And I enjoyed it. I had taped it on video for years and years and years. I used to watch it over and over and over again, and I still enjoy this movie to this day. Final Frontier. Didn't enjoy it. It was supposed to be a big epic when they're going in, I just didn't get it. There was a couple of jokes in it. It was trying to be light-hearted like 4, but serious like 2 at the same time. It just didn't work. They brought the same director, Nick Meyer, back for The Undiscovered Country, and boy does it show. I think I seen this in the cinema with my dad, and it was absolutely great, And I thought this is a Star Trek movie. Battles, the Excelsior, the Enterprise. Great one. Enjoy that. Generations. I like Star Trek Next Generation as well as the original, and I think I actually prefer it to the original. But this movie, I think they should have just started off with a new cast. It didn't need the old cast. It works. It's okay. It's not a perfect Star Trek movie. It's all right, I would say. Probably the best of the Next Generation movies. Star Trek First Contact. Really enjoy this one. The battle with the cube, going back in time. Excellent. Insurrection, not so much. It's okay. It's not too bad. It's no First Contact, that's what I'd say. And Star Trek Nemesis with Tom Hardy in it, with the Romulan. Look, that's got unsealed on my shelf. Oh well. Oh, I've not scratched it. But again, the Blu-ray Steelbook of that one, and I think it's decent. Out of all the 3 ones, out of all the movies, I'd have to say my favourites are 2, 6, and 8. 2, 6, and 8. Before getting all reversions. It's all the even ones, isn't it? 2, 4, 6, and 8. What would be my best one? I'll tell you what, I'm going to think about this and watch them all again, and then I'm going to make a video on what that is. But for now, that is the end of my Blu-ray collection video part 11. Now there is a very, very small part 12 coming, and that part 12, is going to be Blu-rays I own, but I actually bought them without cases, so I don't have any cases, so it should be relatively quick, maybe 20 or so, but I felt they are part of my collection, so it should be included. So delighted that you've stuck with the whole thing to as far as part 11. I appreciate everybody watching. If you do like this series of videos, please give it a thumbs up. And also, I would appreciate a subscribe, because I want to do some live streams, but you can't do it from your phone unless you've got 1,000 subscribers. And my computer's not up to it. So if you could help me out doing that, I'd appreciate it. Thanks very much. Bye.